Yeah, West still breathing, let the funk unfold. Chrome dreams riding while the pavement cold. Old soul in a Cadillac shell. Windows down, let that G-funk yell. Speaker cones crackle, bass lie religious. Back alleys preach game rhythm malicious. Crenshaw bounce, them Dayton's twist. Wrote my first bars in the Compton mist. From tape kiss to SSLs, we kept the gospel in the hi-hat bells.
It's that low slung menace with a Cortex calm. Snapback fitted, beatbox song. Dash glow green in a sea of blue. Every verse like a sermon, I ran through the pew. Piano loop smooth, got the vibe on ice. Every bar surgical, precision precise. Barbershop talk, ghetto monks preach. Chronic lit, let the mind just breach. 808 knocking like a courthouse door. My past in the trunk, but I came for more. Neon nights in the Cutlass Supreme, where street lights flicker and the loyalty gleams. Game tight like my laces in 95. Before the iPhones, before the lies. Tape decks pop, I rewind with pride. Whole block new when I let Dre ride. We rollin', chrome memories. Sunsets go rolling on these melodies. Riding through legacy. Westside love in my veins like remedies. Still bumping that G in the funk. Still slumping with beats in the trunk. We riding, chrome memories. G-funk breathing eternal energy. Okay, picture me twisting up syllables like swishers. Midnight scripture pen bleeds like fixtures. Verbal paint drips from a mind that's cracked. Every word I lace, got a switchblade tack. I don't ride, I haunt the beat like a phantom in the Maxis, stalking the street. Every thought's like a Molotov dressed in ink. Light it, toss it, let the metaphor sink. No ghostwriter, this mind's a crime scene. White chalk outlines from the rhyme machine. Detroit drenched, but the West gave me rhythm. I spit sermons while y'all spitting algorithms. Backseat poet with a pocket full of pain. Cadillac dream screaming through window panes. I'm that echo that lingers in Watts alleys. Spraying bars while you scroll through valleys. Knock the baseline back, let the sense pierce. This that holy loop, make the fake ones fierce. Studio temple, console the shrine. Every snare hit, baptize my rhyme. Fingers on the fader like scripture scrolls. Funk lays deep in my audio soul. Laid back, but the weight still pressing. Each chord progression like a lifelong lesson. No chain, but my name got shine. Gold slugs in the mic, that's mine. Talkbox wine in the summer air. G-funk flare with a militant stare. From Palmdale to the CPT. Still got my roots in the MPC.
All units report. Unidentified funk wave spreading across zones. Subject is grand. It's blood in the mix.
We rollin', chrome memories. Sunsets go rolling on these melodies. Riding through legacy. Westside love in my veins like remedies. Still bumping that G in the funk. Still slumping with beats in the trunk. We riding, chrome memories. G-funk breathing eternal energy. Every beat I spit on, time rewinds. Lyrics spin tires in forbidden minds. Laid back assassin with a kick so cold. Still teach young bloods how the West gets told. I'm the echo of park bench, battles at dusk. Word split atoms come bust from the husk. You talking classics, I paved that street. From analog tapes to that Pro Tools heat. No clones, no charts, I write from scars. Still ride slow through memory bars. Still bouncing through time. Still twisting that rhyme. Still wet, still raw. Still riding without a flaw. Rolling, chrome memories. Basslines eternal, set the freaks knees free. So riding, still wet, still breathing in this funk blessed chest.
Yeah, West Coast back in your ear. Chrome rims gleaming under street light reflection. Back to the roots, no disguise. Compton, breathing, real never dies. Gold dating, spin slow, paint dripping envy. Raised on death row, but the game never bent me. Rolling down the strip with lethal intention. 6-4 bouncing, chronic in suspension. OG schooling these fools on a mission. Low ride deep, full clip with precision. Cadence clean, got the beat on a leash. Every bar polished like a sermon I preach. Laid back menace, never breaking sweat. But the West gon' speak when the sun starts to set. From Watts to Long Beach, I'm echo of truth. Still banging Dre beats from the coop of my youth. Haters talk slick, but the vibe stay raw. Ghetto gospel in my lungs, no applause. We still riding, West Side vibing. Real ones never fade, they just keep surviving. G-funk in the air, let the bass keep sliding. West Coast forever, ain't no denying. I'm the voice in your head when the beat gets quiet. Mental riot, thoughts flying like stealth pilots. No style, it's just wildness and a pen. They let Slim back in, I came with revenge. My tongue's a blade, boots It's my arena. Lyrics hit hard like a fiend with subpoena. Verbal misdemeanor, cold ether, no feature. I'll eat you like a preacher with seizures. Detroit to LA, I ride with Dre. Backseat full of rhymes like I'm moving a K. Inhale funk, exhale madness. Split bars open, that's lyrical sadness. Let the Zimps talk, let hi-hat speak. West Coast tail through a drum machine leak. Studio like a war zone, cables like vines. Chronic smoke rise when I press record lines. Nothing changed but the gate code. Still cooking while youngins debate modes. Talk about legacy, mention me twice. Laid foundations on this concrete ice. Real gangsters meditating Cadillacs. Heat under seat, beats in stacks. No gimmick, no script. Just a beat, a blunt, mic, I grip. Legacy ain't bought, it's built bar by bar. This ain't just music, this is resurrection. We still riding, west side vibing. Real ones never fade, they just keep surviving. G-funk in the air, let the bass keep sliding. West Coast forever, ain't no denying. Still ruthless. We built this truthless. I twist verbs like wires and brain stems. I lace up tracks like the bass stems. I'm the chaos, word-born flame. I'm the order, gave sound the name. Two legends, one mic, no remix. Just a blueprint for real rap freaks. They study every breath like a thesis. Forgot the West, we bringing it in pieces. Still ruthless, still riding, still teaching how to make a beat breathe. Compton to Detroit, past to present, in the future, let it bang, bang.
Down the strip where the dust don't sleep. Chronic in the system, got the speakers deep. Sunset dip, gold rims like a sermon. Low rock gospel, the wheels keep turning. 10 years in the back, I still hear the sirens. Now I goes through the scene like I'm speaking in silence. Scripture in the bars, yeah, the pen been anointed. Baptized by the streets, every beat got it jointed. I seen too many rise and fall in the same verse. Truth in the loop, pain packed in the purse. So I spit for the soul, let the melody guide. West Coast scriptures on a chrome crusade ride. Ain't no fantasy here, this the raw and the faded. Grew up on the NWA, coded and jaded. Every snare's like a crack in the pavement skin. Another prayer in the bass line, let the sermon begin. Chrome will spin on a midnight hymn. Preach that funk where the light go dim. West side gospel in a G-funk haze. Feeling that truth through a purple phase. Every ride's a sermon in a smoked out sky. We keep rolling where the angels cry. Now I'm baptized in gasoline lit by the truth. Blue smoke through the choir, set fire to the booth. Hate in my veins, but the love been stitched. So I rhyme like a blade in a world unfixed. They said keep it clean, but my scars got volume. Paint pictures with pain, let the venom calm you. The system's a beat and I rap like revenge. Every word that I speak got a motor to cleanse. See, I ain't Dre, but I'm ghosting his cadence. Like I studied in the silence and mastered the patience. Now I'm riding that G-funk wave with a twist. Where the piano cries soft and the sim still hits. Got trauma on delay, echo chamber soul. Still dreaming in loops where the west stays cold. So I spit resurrection with a vengeance calm. Every verse a revival, every rhyme a song. Chrome will spin on a midnight hymn. Preach that funk where the light go dim. West side gospel in a G-funk haze. Feeling that truth through a purple phase. Every ride's a sermon in a smoked out sky. We keep rolling where the angels cry. Two prophets on wax with a pass too loud. One rides smooth, the other breaks through the crowd. G-funk sermon on a broken cassette. Yet the truth still knocks like a debt not met. From Compton to the cracks in Detroit's dark veins. We rep resurrection, we rewrite pain. Bass deep as regret, but we still ride free. That old school gospel in a smoked out key. Chrome will spin on a midnight hymn. Preach that funk where the light go dim. West side gospel in a G-funk haze. Feeling that truth through a purple face. Every ride's a sermon in a smoked out sky. We keep rolling where the angels cry.
Yeah.
Late night glide through a city of smoke with a chrome talk louder than the words you spoke. MPC breathing that groove ain't broke, let it ride. This that gospel for the lokes.
Crack curb sermons, Cadillac champs, graffiti confessions on the overpass lamp. Smell the funk in the concrete's breath. G-funk raised me from a vinyl death. Fingerprints on the SP timeline gripped. Every kick drum hits like a bloodline crip. From Watts to the Bay, let the Sims creep where the old school talk and the young ones weep. This that low rider gospel, slow and raw. Blacktop choir with a bassline law. Flannel shirts hang, sag jeans tight, still sparking wisdom in the Compton night. I was born with a mind like a rotary clip. Every thought spins, then I load and I spit. No TikTok pace, just cassette tape pace. Every rhyme hand carved like a gold toothcase. Let me crawl through the dark with a rhyme on my tongue, where the sirens hum and the street lights swung. I ain't flexing, just confessing the pain. My verses bled out like a tag in the rain. Detroit sink in a Cali vein. Syllables pop like hydraulic strain. Talk slick, I'll ghost write your soul, then bounce to a loop only angels control.
We riding through the city of smoke. Chrome so clean, make the sun provoke. Still vibing that G-funk go. West side soul never broke the code. We rolling with that bassline beat. Talkbox dreams when the whole block sleeps. Still coasting, this game I spoke. Still riding through the city of smoke.
Now let me break it down like a snare with soul. Where the heat from the hood make the platinum cold. No gimmicks, just the truth and loop. With a vinyl crack and the bars regroup. OG taught me, let the silence speak. So I mix that with 808 mystique. Leather seats, wood grain scripture. My life's in the dash, no filter, just fixture.
This ain't rap, this a ritual prayer. Roll tight in a Newport air. Backyard barbecue with the beat so tight that even the stars lean in at night.
Still the maestro, hands on faders. Build my sound from the vinyl craters.
Spit fire like engine knocks in the alley of dreams and unlock glocks.
Still swing like Dayton's in motion with a pocket of soul and a flask of devotion. Wordplay, surgical, mic, scalpel gleam. Westbound, drenched in a Motor City dream.
We riding through the city of smoke. Chrome so clean, make the sun provoke. Still vibing that G-funk go. West side soul never broke the code. We rolling with that bassline beat. Talkbox dreams when the whole block sleeps. Still coasting, this game I spoke. Still riding through the city of smoke.
Cassette still bumping, got that Grandmaster flashback dumping. Midnight sun riding through that tension, steady on cruise, no need for redemption. Sandalwood burning in the Regal's vent. Mind on go, but my soul ain't bent. Preaching the beat, no robe, no pew, just steel rim glimmer and a ride that's true. Low rider shadow where the curb meets time. Old heads nod like I just spoke rhyme. Street lights blink with that inner city code. Every verse I drop got a rhythm that explodes. G-funk priest with a stained glass flow. 808 sermons where the truth still grows. Engine hum sacred like a choir in pain. Beneath the sunset I baptize rain.
Don't talk, just ride. Let the night explain. All these roads remember pain. No rules, just vibes westbound. We remain with the bass like thunder in my veins. Let the chrome reflect who we became. Ain't no shame in this slow campaign. We roll through memories flame. We roll and we move and we claim in the night.
Yeah, just breathe, no doubt. Yeah, I spit thought forms in the fog like ghost rims, spin like plots when I'm coast to coast. Mirrors crack from reflections I dodge. Words weigh heavy like my record at large. Pavement sermons from the mind of a poet. I twist truth in the verses, you wouldn't even know it. Compton's breath in my syntax raw. Cadence hit like the back of the law. See, I ain't a rapper, I'm a mirror in distress. A cipher of trauma in a Mitchell and Ness. My past ain't buried, it rides shotgun. Every scratch on my vinyl says what I've done. Syntax venom with a sugarcoat sheen. City dreams spinning in that nicotine steam. Laugh in the dark while I pin these scars. Bars born in the alley, now they shoot for stars.
Don't talk, just ride. Let the bass cascade through the pain we self-made. No chains, no pride, just chrome that stayed through the dusk where legends fade. Every note a relic from the blade of a youth that never obeyed. We roll
truth on parade.
Let it flow, let it rise, let it be seen.
Real ones only. That West Groove. Midnight calls.
Roll call back when the street had rules. D4 lights when game came from fools. I was taught by the hum of the street light flicker. How to speak with my hands and a beat much quicker. Lo-fi gospel in the dashboard glue. Hood saints smoking truth in the Malibu. Moonlight slide where the whisper spark. Every line hit deep like a bite from the dark. You see, I'm not new, I'm revival's breath. G-Funk still preach while they flex to death. Basslines carry that ancestral groove. And my verse still move where the legends move. So let that scent ride like a wave from the gods. Let the chorus melt pain and facades. This ain't rap, it's a midnight hymn with chrome wheels chanting what lies within.
Don't talk, just ride. Where the silence screams and the west paints like full beams. No fame, no lies, just soul and streams of smoke and hope and broken dreams. Rolling slow with forgotten themes where G-Funk reigns in golden rims. We ride in the velvet extremes.
Smooth tight, long life, funk will never die.
Still Dre. Legacy mode. This that deep west.
Back with a journal of rage and rhythm, where lines cut like the system's algorithm. Every syllable spit like resistance code. I wear trauma like a flag in attack mode. I seen snakes hiss in a major key, while I loop pain like a legacy beat. I don't floss, I expose what hides, while the rest ride beats like carnival rides. I've been battle tested and tape his zones. Grew up quoting Dre over Dow tones. Every metaphor like a grip to the chrome. Every verse I bleed makes this pain feel home. Ain't no chorus can hold my depth. I ghost write truth while they chase cloud death. So remember the sound when the beat cuts deep. That's the echo of wolves who refuse to sleep.
East Coast, Coast. They said the funk died, I told them resuscitate it. Now it's back, chrome plated, lace elevated. Every beat got history, every bar a sermon. Welcome to the gospel of the groove.
Church pews made of subwoofer wood. Street scriptures written where the poppy stood. Each bar ordained from a vinyl priest. Bless the loop, let the snare release. 6-4 hymnals, candy paint bleeds. Sunday best chrome on them gold dating seeds. Still baptized beats in the holy drum. With the fade so sharp, make the angels come. Smoke on my breath, wisdom in my grip. Let the rim spin truth with the 40-ounce sip. Scent lines cry like a preacher's wail as we ghost ride sermons down Sepulveda Trail.
I ain't from the west, but I bled like them. Hustled in the shadows, kept my head like them. Now I'm leaning in a drop, whispering sin. Talkbox, ghost riding from within. Got scars in my voice, real pain in the pitch. Never chase fame, just flame the switch. Gunmetal dreams in a trunk full of quotes and a Bible full of verses that never got wrote. Windows crack, let the incense burn. Every turn a lesson, every loss a return. Still the game been fed on the back of beats. So I lace my fate on these concrete sheets.
We moving
through the gospel groove. Baptized beats that the streets approve.
riding
With the holy funk, preaching low with the rhythm in the trunk.
we vibing
In the Sunday heat, talkbox blessings make the demons retreat.
still grooving
With the soul infused, west side speaking through the gospel of the blue. Now kneel in the temple of the G-code priest, where the speaker's confession is the only feast. Let the bass line mourn like a funeral march, with a scent line halo that lights the arch. Still the same Dre, still lace that grime with the rhythm divine in the Compton rhyme. Each mixboard touched like a healing hand, from the city of saints to the no man's land. This ain't music, this is second breath. Resurrected from the cradle of death. Still let the kick drum speak my peace in a house where the walls don't need police.
Now fade with me through cathedral smoke, where the funk ain't dead, it just never spoke. It leaves in the crackle of old cassettes and the silent regrets of gangland vets. Still I write with chrome, not ink. Still I see with the blink that links every beat I drop, a sermon I prove. Still walking in the gospel of the groove.
we moving
The gospel groove, baptized beats that the streets approve.
riding
The holy funk, preaching low with the rhythm in the trunk.
we vibing
In the Sunday heat, talkbox blessings make the demons retreat.
still grooving
With the soul infused, west side speaking through the gospel of the groove.
we moving
Through the gospel groove, baptized beats that the streets approve.
riding
With the holy funk, preaching low with the rhythm in the trunk.
we vibing
In the Sunday heat, talkbox blessings make the demons retreat.
still grooving
With the soul infused,
Yeah, this that basement boom bap. Old school truth, no tick-tock cap. Let's take it back. Back in the day, we was broke on the curb. Ramen in the pot, no steak, just nerve. Mama working 2 shifts, pops ain't around. Learn to keep my head up when they push it down. Had a notebook, dreams, and a busted Walkman. Beats in my brain like a one-man band. Talk cheap, so I spoke with my grind. No gold chain, but I still had shine. In the day, we fought for respect. No likes, no streams, just mic and sweat. From the basement to the block, we paid our dues. Now we walk like kings in these battered shoes. Look, I came from nothing, so I talk like I'm pissed. Rage in my pen, pain in every fist. They said you won't make it, now they bite my script. Used to rip jeans, now I rip this mic to bits. I ain't your TikTok trend or filter face. I'm that real talk sidewalk battle trace. Built in the fire, forged from the loss. I never had a throne, just learned to be the boss. This for the kids with the hole in the shoe. For the ones skip lunch just to push on through. If you feel that heat, then you know it's true. We ain't dreaming fame, we just dreamt of food. Now I walk in rooms with my head held high. Same kid who watched dreams drift in the sky. Every scar's a stripe, every tear's a win. Every no they said just fueled the sin. Still got hunger, it don't fade with checks. Still hear sirens when I flex these specs. Success ain't fame, it's peace in my bed. It's knowing I broke that chain in my head. Yo, they laughed when I scribbled on scraps in class. Now I drop bars that shatter glass. Mental wars, man, I bled on the page. Now I spit truth like a prophet on stage. I ain't saved, I'm scarred with grace, but I walk through hell with a poker face. Life gave nothing, I made that flip. Turned pain to gold with a death grip script. Yo, still hear my grandma hum that tune. Late nights under a broke down moon. Told me, boy, don't let this world decide. You got your name, so wear it with pride. Now my name's in rooms they said I never touch. Funny how they switch when you rise from the dust. But I ain't bitter, just built from that clay. That old school mold, back in the day. We fought for respect. No likes, no streams, just mic and sweat. From the basement to the block, we paid our dues. Now we walk like kings in these battered shoes. Yeah, back in the day, still in me today. Yeah, this one's not for the charts, it's for my heart, my kid. Let's go. I used to ride solo, now roll with the car seat. Diapers in the back, no heat, but my heart beats. Used to fight demons, now fight sleep. Working 2 jobs just to buy you some clean sneaks. Talking about love, I didn't know the word till I heard your first breath, man, every sound blurred. From the gutter to the crib, I flipped my life script. Now it's bottles and bibs instead of bottles and clips. Used to chase dreams that would never chase back. Now I'm chasing little feet down a sunlit track. From late night fights to lullabies and light, you turn my darkness into something right. I got calls from the past, but I let them ring. You're the future I hold, not a fleeting fling. Every scar I wear now got your name on it. Each day's a battle, but I stay on it. I was built for the pain, now I'm built for you. Used to break every rule, now I teach you truth. You're my fight, my peace, my storm, my sun. You're the only war I'll never run from. I got scars in my head, rage in my chest, but you calm that mess like a bulletproof vest. When the world starts swinging, I'm taking that hit, so you can keep smiling, not worry a bit. See, I ain't no saint, I'm a man with regrets, but I'll never be a dad, you'll have to forget. I'm writing this rhyme like it's inked in my skin, so if I fall short, you still know I win. I walk through fire just to light your way. Learn to kneel, learn to pray, learn to stay. The streets taught me cold, but you showed me warm. And you laugh, I found a calm in the storm. No medals, no ranks, no victory parade, but you crown me king every time you say my name. From a sinner to a god, yeah, I changed for real, cause loving you's the only vow I feel. I ain't crying, just got pain in my voice. I'd die 1,000 times if it gave you choice. No fame, no stage, no name can replace place, the smile on your face when you run to embrace. I was built for the pain, now I'm built for you. Used to break every rule, now I teach you truth. You're my fight, my peace, my storm, my sun. You're the only war I'll never run from. I was built for the pain, now I'm built for you. Used to break every rule, now I teach you truth. You're my fight, my peace, my storm, my sun. You're the only war I'll never run from. That's the only gold I'll ever need.
West breeze in the cut. Feel the bass inhale. Let that scent talk to you. Cruising like time forgot us, but the sound never did.
White walls rolling on the boulevard slow. Pavement crack, but the rhythm still glow. Sunset bleeds on the hood like art. And I wrote my first rhyme with a two-hand start. Ashtray full, dashboard wood. Got the left hand lean like a poet should. Every note on the keys got a story to spill. From the depths of the block to the top of the hill. Back alley sermons I speak through bass, while the scent line creeps with a neck snap brace. Ain't no fame, just a groove in the grind. Still push tape hiss through a modern design. We rise in slow roll nights. Street lights hum with the funk in flight. Still vibe, no chains, no lies. Just a low ride soul in the callous skies. We bouncing deep in the zone. Sub knocks heavy like a memory grown. We rise in funk in the frame. Every bar a relic, but the groove still flames. I don't chase charts, I chase the feel. Like basslines laid on a steering wheel. Tape deck scars in the backseat leather. Still spit truth through the stormy weather. Tag wall smoke when the world stayed mute. And the beats gave power where the pain took root. From crate dig days to the plug and glow. Still sample that pain and let the real ones know. I lace these loops like laces on chucks. With a pinch of that west where the loyalty bucks. Ain't no app for this kind of grip. It's learned in the breaks and the corners we hit. We rise in slow roll nights. Street lights hum with the funk in flight. Still vibe, no chains, no lies. Just a low ride soul in the callous skies. We bouncing deep in the zone. Sub knocks heavy like a memory grown. We rise in funk in the frame. Every bar a relic, but the groove still flames. Catch me ghosting through the avenue haze, where the beat moves time in the strangest ways. This ain't retro, it's resistance on wax, where the swing hits soft, but the truth hits back. Every clap in the mix got a prayer inside. For the homies in the wind and the tears we hide. The piano lick loop got a soul like wine. Aged in the pain, but we still pour fine. I ain't here for the flash, I'm here for the roots. With the G-funk strut in the most way boots. Slow motion rebel, vinyl born. Let the bass baptize when the day gets torn. This ain't just beats, it's the life between snares. The silence between the bars that still cares. Grew up where the drums told the truth before we could. Still rising, still west, still understood. We rise in slow roll nights. Street lights hum with the funk in flight. Still vibing, chains, no lies. Just a low ride soul in the callous skies. We bouncing deep in the zone. Sub knocks heavy like a memory grown. We rise in funk in the frame. Every bar a relic, but the groove still flames. Still rising slow. Still west in the soul. Let the funk unfold. Forever we roll.
Yeah, back from the crates where the vinyl weeps. We don't stream truth, we let it creep. Glassy rise, low tide of the beat. Chucks on pavement, G-Funk elite. Bass
like a sermon in the concrete pew. I resurrect funk like I'm preaching to you. This ain't a revival, it's a reckoning wave, and I'm that ghost in the speaker you never could save.
Rolling slow-mo in the summer heat. Chrome spokes talk while the rhythms repeat. Snapback Dre with the clean-cut fade. Old English letter still sharp as a blade. Got the hydro in the ashtray, dash lit blue. Rear view shows the past in the streets I knew. Back when 40s and tape decks ran the script. Now I mic check life while I seem sub-lip. Smell the chronic fit a bounce. West side sermon with the deadly ounce. Still got that map of the city in my chest. Still hold it down with that G-Funk finesse. No filters, just filters on my Newport flame. Still flip game with the government name. Backbeats, gospel, snares like prayer. I put my pain in the drum, you can hear it there. We ride to the rhythm of the low end preaching. Slide through the city where the beat's still reaching. To the soul of the sound. Still west with our roots in the ground. We bounce on hydraulics of faith. We ride like the saints at a base. Still true to the code that we kept. This G-Funk is the funk test.
Coming from a time when the bars had teeth. Now they floss on tracks that barely breathe. I spit lung scars and rewind reels. Whole crowd silent when the real reveals. See, I ain't here to vibe, I'm here to cut through candy-coated verses that forgot what's up. I've been writing apocalypse since I was 13. Now every verse dropped like a guillotine.
Talkbox ghosts in my DNA strand. I'm a poltergeist with the mic in hand. You rap for followers, I rap for flames. My mind's a war zone, your style's just games. Check it, West Side dreams with the Midwest twist. My syntax twists like a ghetto fist. I don't ride beats, I possess them clean and baptize fake rappers in my rhyme machine. To the rhythm of the low end preachers. Through the city where the beat's still reaching. To the soul of the sound. Still west with our roots in the ground. We bounce on hydraulics of faith. We ride like the saints of the base. Still true to the code that we kept. This G-Funk is the funk test. Let me break it down like an SP12 loop. My flow got torque like a 6-deuce coupe. Finger on the fader, I control the past. Cut from cassette decks, built to last. Every breath is a sequel of beats and scars. My syllables parked in ghetto boulevards. I don't stream, I bleed from the real era. Before the cloud, before mascara. Still post up where the vinyl hums. With beats so fat, they got 3 thumbs. Got them 16s carved in, graph on the wall. Still rap like I'm scared of a label call. Ain't no hook list track, this is handmade glory. Wove my youth into the street lit story. Still Dre, still rain like myths. Still flip whole lives with these synths and riffs. We ride to the rhythm of the low end preaching. Through the city where the beat's still reaching. To the soul of the sound. Still west with our roots in the ground. We bounce on hydraulics of faith. We ride like the saints of the base. Still true to the code that we kept. This G-Funk is the funk testament.
Long Beach sun to Detroit frost. This sounds a relic, never lost. Every speaker that booms with intent whispers the truth of the funk testament.
Yeah, bouncing the beat like the sun through fog. LA mystic with a chronic log. Old soul whipping through the city decay. Still sharp like the rim on a Chevrolet. 808 prayers laid flat in the trunk. And the bass line deeper than a cell block funk. See, I rose through the cracks like a rose on the set. And my truth still knocks when the fakes forget. Every loop's like scripture on vinyl etched. My story in snares that the feds couldn't fetch. Got wisdom from Cube, got peace from pain. And the funk baptized me like a Compton rain. So I roll with the code and the beat stay cold. With the synths like angels in the ghetto hold. Every key a confession, every hook divine. Concrete songs in a G-Funk shrine. We ride slow through a scripture street. Preach that funk where the trials repeat. Concrete songs in a final tune. Singing that bass line through death and doom. Every snare's a prayer, every chord divine. Still we glide through the dark in a sacred line. I'm that ghost in the choir with a switchblade grin. Still battling demons that I let back in. I rhyme like a liturgy dipped in smoke. Every syllable's a scar from the things I broke. Mom said pray, so I looped a beat. And I spit all my guilt through a rhyme so sweet. Can't erase what the system fed me raw. So I turned pain to rhythm, war into law. My mind's like a West Side funeral tape. Play it backwards in the devil's escape. So I write in code, baptize the rage. With a mic like a prophet from a rusted cage. Let the synth cross off while the snare punch louder. This ain't just rap, it's redemption powder. Got the beat on my soul and the street on my pen. G-Funk gospel coming back again. We ride slow through a scripture street. Preach that funk where the
baseline through death and doom. Every snare's a prayer, every chord divine. Still we glide through the dark in a sacred light. Low end knocking like a prayer in cuffs. Still preaching from corners where the breath gets tough. I ain't choosing the past, but it rides with me like a synth in the dark of a DPG beat. Now the sunset drips over cracked out chrome, and my bars hit harder than a courtroom tone. Ain't no preacher in sight, just a soul in tune, spitting truth on wax while the system ride slow through a scripture street. Preach that funk where the trials repeat. Concrete songs in a final tune, singing that bass line through death and doom. Every snare's a prayer, every chord divine. Still we glide through the dark in a sacred light.
We got that groove on the block, yeah. Sun go down, but we never stop.
Cruising life one laugh at a time. Feeling fine with this West Coast shine.
First light, same block, same beat, repeat. Old sneakers on wise like a hood heartbeat. We used to dodge chalk lines, chase dreams through alleys. Now we grown, but the rhythm never left the valleys. My cousin Tone ran the shop out the garage. Speakers, wires, chrome caps, look like a mirage. Sold tapes from the trunk like it's 94. G-funk vibes had the city wanting more. Back then it was pit bulls, pit stops and plans. Breakdancing battles in them hot box vans. OGs on porches with dice and tales of Cadillac rides and county jails. But we chose groove over gunplay themes. Built our path with beats and dreams. See the West got stories, deep like bass, and we tell them with funk and a sunlit face. Yeah.
Groove on the block with the sun in the sky. Hands in the breeze as the old ride slide. We don't stress, just flex, just vibe. Feeling alright with the fam by my side. Groove on the block like it's 1992. Low and slow with the whole damn crew. Just good times and the truth and sound. We hold the crown, never backing down.
Hey yo, let me take you back to that corner store glow where the pops was cold and the gossip would flow. Had a notebook full of rhymes, dreams, and ink, writing truths while the city stood on the brink. My man Rico had a Buick with a busted door, but it bumped that Nate Dogg like a club dance floor. We'd ride from dusk till the speakers gave out, freestyling to the beat with a proud little shout. Street lights flicker like a beat on loop, and the concrete hums when you roll with the group. Barbershop truths, park bench schemes, and that backyard smoke floating in sunbeams. We weren't chasing gold chains or big shows, just wanted our peace where the real wind blows. Catch me on the stoop with a brew and a pen. Same block, same friends like way back when.
Groove on the block with the sun in the sky. Hands in the breeze as the old ride slide. We don't stress, just flex, just vibe. Feeling alright with the fam by my side. Groove on the block like it's 1992. Low and slow with the whole damn crew. Just good times and the truth and sound. We hold the crown, never backing down.
Remember Big Dre used to DJ the lot with crates full of classics and beats that knock. Had the kids dancing, even mamas too. That rare kind of magic when the vibe runs true. And Shaniqua, man, she ruled that mic. Ripped through verses like a poet on strike. Showed us all that real ain't about the fame, but the message you drop when you spit your name. Even now when the world feels strange, I slide through my hood, let the music rearrange. Windows down, no need for disguise. This block raised kings, no suits, no ties. Legacy written in the cracks of the curb. Every laugh, every loss, every spoken word. So when you hear that scent cry under the moon, know that groove lives forever in a G-funk tune. Some folks left, some stayed, some going too soon, but this block still talks, still bumps that tune. Still got that soul, still got that truth, still got that beat you remember from youth.
Groove on the block with the sun in the sky. Hands in the breeze as the old ride slide. We don't stress, just flex, just vibe. Feeling alright with the fam by my side. Groove on the block like it's 1992. Low and slow with the whole damn crew. Just good times and the truth and sound. We hold the crown, never backing down. So turn it up, let the stories ride. Paint the town with that G-funk pride. This ain't just music, it's a memory call. Groove on the block where we stood tall.
We groove, we glide, we live in the west side worldwide.
streetlight halos and cassette dust dreams. Low tide on the boulevard.
Let it ride.
Backseat gospel in a regal ride. Palm trees lean when the bass collide. OG scent in the Sunday breeze, where the faith got tested and the wheels got knees. Got a pen in my lap and a map of pain. Ink drips slow like hydraulic rain. From the swaps to the stew, every footstep true. Ain't no TikTok flash, just the sky so blue. Old soul, new loop, still twisting fate. Running game from the speakers down the interstate. Tails in the trunk, I don't sell no dreams. Just funk so pure, it redeems whole scenes. We riding, still coasting by. Low and slow under that west side sky. We vibing, no mask, no script, just soul and truth in the echo on the strip. We bouncing, speakers talk that game. Same old sun, but it still don't fade. We riding, where the rhythm don't slip. Still cruising to the echoes on the strip. Chain link fences, crack murals speak. Where the boom bap blends with the mystique. I caught lessons in the static, learned codes in the breaks. While the world screamed fast, I hit slow on the tapes. From the corner store ciphers to the drive-by prayers. Kept my headphones tight, dodged 100 stairs. Ain't no filter on the trumpet cry. Just raw in the rear view, kissing goodbye. Still lace loops like I lace my shoes. With a mind full of scars and a box of blues. This, that real, not a brand, not a pose. Just the rhythm in my blood and the dust on my clothes. We riding, still coasting by. Low and slow under that west side sky. We vibing, no mask, no script, just soul and truth in the echo on the strip. We bouncing, speakers talk that game. Same old sun, but it still don't fade. We riding, where the rhythm don't slip. Still cruising to the echoes on the strip. You hear that? That's the city breathing through subs and snares. That's a generation still whispering verses through cracked glass and summer palm curses.
We still here,
Still rolling with no fear.
on these streets that never sleep.
With the echo playing deep.
Cadence in the cut, yeah, the bounce come natural. Got game in my veins and a past that's factual. Vinyl born, I don't do no pretending. My loops got purpose, my bars got endings. No label on this, just street incense. Where the price of the truth ain't paid in cents. Head not slow, let the groove sink in. Like a sermon with a fade and a tonic of sin. Ain't no glitter, just that rough cut soul. With a tape full of pain that the silence stole. Still writing, not the flex but the feel. Still coasting to the echoes that the speakers reveal.
We riding, still coasting by. Low and slow under that west side sky. We vibing, no mask, no script, just soul and truth in the echo on the strip. We bouncing, speakers talk that game. Same old sun, but it still don't fade. We riding, where the rhythm don't slip. Still cruising to the echoes on the strip. Still cruising, still looping, still west, no illusion. Still cruising, still looping, still west, no illusion.
Yeah.
Back when the streetlights taught more than school books did. When the concrete cracked, but the dreams never slid. Old swing sets rusting, but the bass still fresh. Grew up where the sirens sang under breath. Beneath the palms where hope got taxed. Dice games echo, old truths relaxed. Chain link fences and backyard tales. In the belly of the block where survival prevailed. I was raised by the rhythm and the ashtray smoke. In a duplex where mama's hope barely spoke. TV on static, Raymond on heat. With the ball and the dream and the shells in the street. Footsteps on pavement like metronome ticks. Uncles playing spades while the vinyl still clicks. My cousin got popped on a Tuesday night. And I ain't been the same since that porch light fight. Old heads on crates gave us ghetto sermons. Taught math with dice, taught peace with burning. Graffiti was scripture, tagged in code. Every alleyway whisper, stories untold. Used to race shopping carts down the hill. Laughing through the pain, trying to swallow that pill. Where pit bulls bark like alarms at dawn. And every mailbox lean like it carried the wrong.
Childhood on crack concrete, where the summers burned and the winters bleed. We playing in alleyway dreams, old school radios and welfare schemes. Still dancing on struggle stage, grew up too fast, turning page by page. We lived it, that block built creed. Childhood scars, but we learned to bleed.
I ain't talking cartoons or playground swings, talking belts with names and late night flings, where the fridge held more light than food, and the block knew you better than your own damn school. I saw drive-bys before I learned division, cracked mirrors showing double vision decisions. Mom worked 3 jobs, dad was a ghost, so my hustle grew teeth and my dreams got close. I learned fear from a scream through drywall, encouraged when I stood back up after the fall. My friends were misfits, soldiers and clowns. We spray canned hope on abandoned grounds. Used to write raps in the back of my book, while detention officers gave that crooked look. They said you ain't nothing, I replied with a beat, and carved my initials on the back row seat. Now the world sees the rhymes, not the roots, not the nights I slept in hand-me-down boots. Block parties with busted amps and sparks, when the DJ cut loops over howling dogs and marks. Remember the old man selling tapes and fruit, with a pistol on his lap and the Bible in his boot. He told me, little man, never trust the scene, even angels get clipped in the war machine. So I pinned my truth on broken glass, laid it over snares with a touch of class. Every G-funk line got my childhood stitched, like my first fist fight or the night lights glitch.
Childhood on cracked concrete, where the summers burned and the winters bleed. We playing in alleyway dreams, old school radios and welfare schemes. Still dancing on struggle stage, grew up too fast, turning page by page. We lived it, that block built creed. Childhood scars, but we learned to lead.
Back then, we didn't know it was survival, we just called it life. Every block had a code, every street had a song, and every kid carried a dream that cost too much. It ain't nostalgia, it's memory burning with a G-funk filter. Echoes of the crib and the past on loop. Now I see playgrounds with yellow chalk lines, puppets with pistols and cartoon crimes. I talk to the beat like a therapist now, unloading trauma and snare somehow. Used to think I was cursed by the block, now I know that the pain gave my verse a shock. The laughter, the grief, it's a layout design. From pop rocks to gunshots, it's all intertwined. But we survived that burnt out dream, turned pain into rhythm and hope into steam. So I carry the hood like a flag on stage, still a kid in my heart, though I've turned the page. Still hear the jump rope hit that crack street, still smell the fried food and asphalt heat, still see mama dancing with the stereo loud, still a child trying to make her proud.
Childhood on cracked concrete, street lamp halos and soul on beat. Still dreaming from a splintered street, with the rhyme in hand and the pain beneath.
Down the avenue, low-ride dreams, chrome so clean, paint dripping in beams. Funk in the trunk, got the soul on freeze. Piano loop bounce like a West Coast breeze. Eyes in the rear view, thinking about the past. Back when the homies used to ride so fast. Now the block feels slow, time moving like tar, but I still got my scars and my groove in the car. Caddies and Impalas, street baptisms. All my nights spent dealing with algorithms. Life's like a code with no error check. One wrong click and you're flat on deck. But I lace my chucks, still walk that beat with a bass line heavy in the heat that speaks. Sunset leaning through a cracked front glass, where the dreams still breathe but the love don't last.
We ride through the smoke in a static blur, in a world too cold for the things we were. Glass house dreams and the beat so mean, still cruising slow through a gangster scene. Chrome reflections of a life once bright, now just sparks in the rear view light. Hope moves slow where the shadows play, but the groove still talks in a G-funk way.
Palm trees flicker like flames in the night, and the moon throws shade on a city of fight. I got pain in my soul but a grin on my face, cause the West don't fold, we just shift in place. Old vinyl hits in the background hum as I pour one out for the fallen ones. Each step's a gamble but I still move smooth, talk low, ride slow, keep it all in the groove. My life been a loop since 95, same beat, same street, but I still survive. Mom's voice echo through my head like reverb, saying don't get lost in the smoke, just swerve. So I hit that curb with a soul full of steel, too numb to cry, too alive to kneel. And every old ghost try to ride my lane, but I ghost them back with a scent and flame.
We ride through the smoke in the static blur, in a world too cold for the things we were. Glass house dreams and the beat so mean, still cruising slow through a gangster scene.
like memories etched in a lifetime spent. Ain't no rewind, just a rhythm and rhyme, and the page torn out from a better time. Still I move, still I bounce in place. Got the funk in my blood, got the hood in my face. Piano on loop, 808s in line, laid back, but the story cut deep in time. Chrome reflections of a younger me, running wild in the night with a hunger. See, life never gave, just took and taught, but I still spit flame in the lines I caught. This G-Funk tape, my confessional booth, where I talk to the beat and I spit my truth. So I ride on slow jam with heat, a lost soul drifting through a concrete beat.
We ride through the smoke and the static blur in a world too cold for the things we were. Glass house dreams and a beat so mean, still cruising slow through a gangster scene. Chrome reflections of a life once bright, now just sparks in the rearview light. Hope moves slow where the shadows play, but the groove still talks in a G-Funk way.
Slow through the mirage, chrome dreams on a boulevard's collage. Feeling like nothing can stop this vibe. It's west side till the day I die.
Came up swinging like a Cadillac door. Chrome on the paint, bass shake the floor. Blue sky haze through my Ray-Ban tent. Got 40 ounces wisdom in a pocket full of sin. These streets taught scripture without a priest. Concrete gospel with a G-Funk beat. From Long Beach blocks to the Compton sun. It's funk in the blood and a loaded drum. Old school souls and new school rides. Hydraulic jump like the past still rides. I ain't here to floss, I'm here to testify that the game don't die, just multiply.
Mirage in the Cali heat, funk bounce rolling on every beat. Laid back, ghost in the smoke we breathe. We don't chase time, we just let it lead. Mirage, West Coast wide. Still ride, still ride, still ride.
My mind drifts like a Dayton spin to the days when Dre dropped Let Me In. Back when the rhyme had weight like gold and the beat spoke truth like stories told. Now it's all about reels and filters fake, but I paint my bars like a sunset break. Low rider logic in a candy shell, where the bounce got soul and the snare got hell. Pulled up slow on the thought from 94 when Pac and Snoop left the speakers raw. You could feel that heat like a death row verse, and the pain hit deep like a G-Funk curse.
From Mirage in the Cali heat, funk bounce rolling on every beat. Laid back, ghost in the smoke we breathe. We don't chase time, we just let it lead. From Mirage, West Coast wide. Still ride, still ride, still ride. Palm trees ain't shade for the fakes, they're for real ones, true ones, legends it takes. We ride for the fall and the voices that led. We bounce for the dreams, not the things that fled.
So I sip slow on a rooftop thought, overlooking LA like a city I bought. Not with cash, but with cuts and scars, with the beats in my heart and a trunk full of bars. This ain't fame, it's a vibe, a creed, a G-code rhythm that the lost still need. When you feel that scent in the midnight air, it's the West whispering that we still out there. So light it up for the ones gone home, for the tape decks, cassettes, and that monotone. It's more than a sound, it's a time reborn, where the bounce rolls on till the early morn.
From Mirage in the Cali heat, funk bounce rolling on every beat. Laid back, ghost in the smoke we breathe. We don't chase time, we just let it lead. From Mirage, West Coast wide. Still we ride.
Windows down, world off, feeling free like it's 93. Yeah, cruising slow, no place to be. This life's enough for me. Yeah.
Yo,
I got my laces loose, my Walkman tight, baggy jeans hang low like a Friday night. The corner store buzzing, incense in the air. We used to post by the wall like we didn't care. Park jams blasting out the boombox guts. Tapes rewound with the pencil trust. That golden static that hits before the beat. That real raw soul running deep in the street. It was summertime breeze in the low-end ride. Graffiti tags rising like the pride we hide. No GPS, just a feel for the block. Back when street lights told you when to stop. Now it's me and my dog, still rolling the script. Bumping knives, it ain't hard with a twist. We talk dreams, schemes, and life's little games. In a world full of clones, we staying the same.
Windows down, world off, just coasting. Life too short, no need for boasting. We ride slow with the beat on loop. Old school flavor in a brand new suit. Windows down, world off, we free. Soul on vinyl, heart in a melody. Sunset riding with a breeze that's real. This the type of life you can actually feel.
Back in the day when respect meant weight, and nobody pulled flex unless they could relate. Ciphers on the corner, rhyme battles raw. No clout, just bars and a mic to draw. My uncle had a regal with the dice in the mirror. Used to tell me stay sharp, make your vision clearer. I took notes like samples on cassette decks. Chilling on milk crates, planning what's next. We weren't rich, but we had full hearts. Dreams built from scratch like modular parts. Single moms, old heads with game for days. Lessons passed down through smoky haze. I ain't chasing fame, I'm preserving the sound. This ain't TikTok flow, it's that underground crown where the snare snaps back like a chain on chrome and your words hit hard like a dial tone home.
Windows down, world off, just coasting. Life too short, no need for boasting. We ride slow with the beat on loop. Old school flavor in a brand new suit. Windows down, world off, we free. Soul on vinyl, heart in a melody. Sunset riding with a breeze that's real. This the type of life you can actually feel.
I got memories framed in Polaroid dust, like first kisses on steps and that first real trust. Dice games and alleys, beat breaks in parks. Sneaking in late, hiding stains and sparks. We spoke truth in metaphors, dressed in code. Tales from the stoop where the stories grow old. And still I rep it. Tape hits Luke soul where a verse meant more than a platinum gold. Roll the window down, let the horns ride in. Trumpet lines wail like a summer wind. Every corner got a rhythm, a face, a name. And every one of them fed this flame. We ain't perfect, nah, but we never fake. Real ones raised on beats and heartbreak. The boom and the bap, it's more than a sound. It's a compass for the lost who trying to stay down. This one's for the crates, the tapes, the crew. The long talks at dusk when sky turns blue. For the rooftop nights and the steps we shared. For every dream we chase and the ones still there.
Windows down, world off, just coasting. Life too short, no need for boasting. We ride slow with the beat on loop. Old school flavor in a brand new suit. Windows down, world off, we free. Soul on vinyl, heart in a melody. Sunset riding with a breeze that's real. It's the type of life you can actually feel. So drop the needle, let the soul unfold. Turn the system up, break the mold. If you feel that groove, then you already know. Windows down, let the real world glow. Ride, just ride, breathe. Yeah. It's the little things that bring you back, like a good beat and a window crack.
The real ones die. We ride in chrome with a gospel tone. Still preaching pain from a west side throne.
Bounce to the rhythm of the sermon beat. Talkbox twisting through the sacred heat. Holy in the hustle, divine in the break. Let the groove remind what the system takes. Glass in the gutter, but the soul still shines on the Tupac loop through the faded line.
Ride in chrome with a gospel tone. Still preaching truth that the world disowns.
So I throw down psalms with the pen and gin, while the city throws dice on original sin. Ain't no choir, but the tires still hum, and the beat knock truth where the silence come. Yeah, I'm baptized by loops and crackle, where the real gets buried cause the fake won't rattle. This ain't just rap, it's coded revenge, on a loop where the innocent never revenge. Studio haze with the blood red fade, still spitting that scripture the radio played. Got ghosts in the booth, saints on delay, in the hook that screams every word I say. See the label one hits, but I got scriptures, still sending sermons through broken mixtures. So let the bass line breathe and the snare ring true. This West Coast gospel's coming straight from you.
Riding chrome with a gospel tone. Still preaching real from a payphone zone. Baseline baptized, funk confess. This G-funk lane where the lost feel blessed. Street lights blink like a Morse code cry, and the truth gets choked when the real ones die. We ride in chrome with a gospel tone. Still preaching pain from a west side throne.
Bounce to the rhythm of the sermon beat. Talkbox twisting through the sacred heat. Holy
holy in the hustle, divine in the break. Let the groove remind what the system takes. Glass in the gutter, but the soul still shines on a Tupac loop through the faded line.
Riding chrome with a gospel tone, still preaching truth that the world disowns.
Open that trunk, let the ghost spill out. Vinyl cracks, but the pain still loud. Chrome ain't clean, it's stained with days. When I mapped out life in cassette delays. Street lights blink like a Morse code warning, and the bass line growls like a wolf till morning. Keys in ignition, truth on my lap. Grew up where the reverb's louder than the clap. I got reels of regret wrapped in black suede. Memories compressed like a beat cascade. Back when hope was a mixtape dub, and a 38 revolver in the glove was love. Smoking in the cut while the engine hums. Trunk rattles like it's speaking in tongues. I ain't flossing no rims, I'm flossing my sins. From court dates missed to the wars within. Used to stash pain in a speaker cone. Now I mix it down, make the silence known. Drop jewels on cracked sidewalks where the chalk outline shaped my talks. And the preacher spoke in brave thieves loops. Sermons carved in the coupe sunroof. Still rolling with the weight of my youth on a highway paved in beats and truth.
Tales from the trunk, where the past still bumps and funk.
We're riding
with pain in the beat, no front.
secrets in the bass.
No face, just soul in space.
Still west,
still breathing in the dusty grace.
tales from the trunk,
where the chrome reflects what we've become.
still riding
through these haunted bars we numb.
Yeah, I spit relics, and you post filters. I bled bars while y'all chase figures. My verse ain't a brand, it's a time capsule where the rhymes got scars and the beats the chapel. I ain't a rapper, I'm a haunted file from a bootleg drive with a cursed profile. And I talk to the beat like a therapy session where trauma gets looped in a deadly progression. See, I stored my secrets in a bass bin coffin, played them loud while the whole block watching. Grew up where the mic was a pressure valve, either let it out or you cave in half. Studio lights like confession booths, and I spit my truth in unmastered truth. Ghost in my MPC, pain on the keys, built my throne in a maze of free. Now bring it back to that analog static before clout replaced crafting habits. I remember when a rhyme meant breath. Now it's just content till there's nothing left. But I still ride like the ghost of Nate. Bassline's fat and the mood sedate. Them snakes in the grass can't decode this feel, cause funk ain't fashion, it's a wound that heals. Pulled the past from the depths of the crate, slapped it on wax, made the needle debate. From the CPT to the STL, these tales from the trunk still cast that spell. Each word's like rust on a chrome facade. Each line's a prayer to a boom bap god. Still ride with a click of old soul tech. Still pin like Pac in a tape deck wreck. All units, we got movement on the westbound lanes. Subject is rolling heavy with emotional weight. License plate reads, so skate. This ain't nostalgia, it's survival. Every beat a bandage, every rhyme archival. I ain't healed, just built stronger scars from the trunk to the booth. I spit memoirs, still got reels labeled. Never forget, each sample of memory, each line a debt. Got voices and loops that remind me of nights when the mic was my only form of fight. This G-funk ain't just groove and tone, it's therapy wrapped in a speaker cone. I'm that voice in the fader hiss, still punching metaphors with a clenched up fist. And I'm the calm before that lyrical quake, still riding clean for the West I make.
Tales from the trunk, where the past still bumps and funk.
we riding
With pain in the beat, no front.
midnight truth.
From the chrome and the youth,
Still west,
still searching for the proof.
tales from the trunk,
Room still spinning in dreams that sunk.
we roll slow.
Down memory lanes we know,
Still riding
with the bass turned up. These tales from the trunk still erupt.